writing down questions for you. It was like, what is dating? Do I have to use an app? How can I not be scared?
Another bad one. And I said,
can you fix
I used it.
He's on it.
Yes. He said what he said. Yes.
He did say what he said.
I love it.
Can you just pick a man for us and just like assign him? I'd be fine.
No.
Okay, so then here's a question. Here's another question then.
Ariel, you let me tell you something now. Jo'Nathan is he's got access to a lot of great
No, hear me out. I don't want an assigned man. I would love to talk with you offline, Jo'Nathan, about who your friends are, and we can chat. That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, can we all talk? Because look, I need to get past. Look, can we all talk? Because I have to get past this mass swiping I do. Because it's partially you do, but partially it is also to not take it seriously, because I know a lot of guys are not taking it that seriously. A lot of guys. I mean, if you see some of my conversations, you know they're not taking it seriously. I have collected dick pics that I did not ask for. Conversations that go nowhere. But I do meaningfully have conversations. I apologize to a guy because somebody in his life hurt him, and I came up and I didn't want him to hurt anybody else after me. Like, I'm doing this meaningfully and mindfully, but I also know it's COVID and I'm not going to go insane trying to, meet people and just expand myself. But I also know there's...
I also think for those of us that are like abundant swipers,
Nycole,
did you feel the shade? Did you feel it?
Did she just say that? Did she just say what she said?
Did you get cold?
I said what I said.
Look, you're going to thank me when you get to that one guy and he's like, somebody apologize to me and I feel better about my life.
But I think, honestly, now there are, like, yesterday I was in the grocery store and this guy was like, what are you making? Like, you could cook. I can throw down. So I think that things, especially being in California where it's always sunny and being in the house all the time, I think the things that men, as what they say is what they value as a wife, this is that time to sit down and really, or they don't, maybe they do or they don't, either sit down and be like, damn, I don't want to be.
You are on a dating app. You can't do this digitally and virtually. Like, you have to like give little pieces or else you would scare these motherfuckers away. So I'm just saying. You really would.
Oh, I can get them, but sometimes the trouble with keeping them.
A whole nother show, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. That is post-COVID. That is post-COVID. How to keep your online man.
Yeah, and I think we're all in different areas. Like, I'm great at meeting people in person. Like, I'm better at person. Me, I went on, when you went on the dating apps, Nycole, I went on because I said I was going to. Then I talked to like one guy and he talked to me back, and then I deleted all the apps.
So I'll say, from a female perspective on the outside looking in, the way that men use apps versus the way the women use apps, and the but the interesting reality is it's like a 60-40 men more focused on these apps. So therefore, they have more of a pool to, swipe from. Exactly. So they can say, oh yeah, I just want to come over and fuck. Oh yeah, I would want you to do whatever nasty thing that he's into, not even knowing you. Whereas, the females might not have all that swiping options. So some apps are trying to alleviate that. But yeah, this is good.
Well, can I
I've got a really
Okay.
I've got an interesting thing that I was thinking about. So people are connecting so much right now because you're stuck, right? So you got this captive audience, men are engaging. But I'm curious to think, will men be like, oh no, when this ends, is there that pressure because we built this thing to keep it going? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, is there a hesitation for men to really even go too deep? Because they're like, well, I don't want her to think I'm mad into it because I don't know,
You put me in a fucking catch-22 because I can't speak for all men, but even gay, straight, or whatever. I know when I get out of here, it's gonna be some shit that's go down. But I can't speak for all men because I'm sure there's some women in that same mindset. But yeah.
Okay, so I have two questions, but I think my first question will probably be the best one because we're getting to that moment, which is where a lot of people are now stuck at home. A lot of people are single, so they don't have, the accessibility to a partner. Are dildos an essential asset?
Absolutely. If I didn't have my fleshlight and my goddamn other toys, and somebody might not know about it, but absolutely, just like the fact that they kept the liquor stores open as an essential business.
Oh, well.
No, everywhere. Everywhere. The liquor stores, because
liquor stores, pot is open.
And actually, I was trying to see if the sex stores were open. I was asking.
They are in Atlanta. They are. Atlanta, they're definitely opening that.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, but
you don't want to go to a sex store. You want to deliver it at this point.
No,
well, yeah, but I just wanted to see if they were open because
you have to understand, like, if we're trapped in the house, think about it. If we were sober, if we couldn't have access to any type of like release in our body, if we couldn't do the things that on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever your life is, if we couldn't have that release in us, imagine how this thing could have transpired. People might have been rioting, it might have been fires, it might have been like,
True.
And I think that's why also dating apps are now like giving their features. All of them are doing this now. So every app you are on are giving their premium features for free. So you can text it out with a video chat, whether it's
feature in a dating app.
Ooh.
Video chat, swipe around the world like Nycole said. That's normally a paid feature. They're even giving X area. They even have like experts to do like video conferences about, how to date in the COVID situation. So like, it's a lot of things that you normally wouldn't get exposure to that they're allowing you to, experience now in this new world.
If you see an X on a dating app, do you swipe, do you keep it moving, or do you answer their call?
Ooh, good question.
It depends on the ex.
Yeah, it depends on the ex.
One, I'd be like, wipe, and the other one, I'd be like, kill. No, kidding.
And you lose the phone.
I'm gonna lay hands on you. We get closer together.
I'm just kidding. I have great relationships with my exes.
I
know. So I guess you're answering your own question. It just depends on the ex.
Yeah.
Is it someone you want to talk to? Or?
But I think if you're an ex for a reason, and it ain't.
So I guess that means you're gonna swipe left.
I'm a Scorpio. Once I'm done with you, I'm done with you.
See.
Oh, you guys. She's a Scorpio. This makes so much sense. You're crazy. Get it?
Right. So you guys like to come back and have like crazy sex one more good time, and then you do this and you fucking disappear, and you're like, wait, you just came back, and it's like, okay, whoa.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Wow. I don't even know.
They like to come back.
Wait, am I the only one drinking in this whole entire?
No, I'm having a cup.
No.
I'm
No.
Okay.
We're drinking. We're drinking. So my other question was, why is there such a big difference between, I guess, careers between men and women, especially of minorities, on these dating apps? Because I have noticed like there's a lot of like, like warehouse workers or mechanical workers or things like that.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. That's so great. It could be anything.
So is that also the struggle when you're a Black man and you're on these sites? Yeah.
So you have to understand, like, when I'm like talking about this, I'm talking from like, I know both perspectives, but from the apps that I was on for consumer purposes versus the app versus business services. From the business services side, it's all about the people that see the app. You know what I'm saying? The people that know about the app. So I work in marketing. From a marketing perspective, if the app is promoted to, you know, Double XL magazine and Source, and not saying those are bad, but that will be the men that see the magazine versus exactly. Things are changing. Things are changing. We might have to edit some of this out, but things are changing.
Yeah.
Said what he said. He said what
he said. What he
said. I love it.
And what I said.
And then that would also explain some stuff. Yeah, we'll edit that out. That can be just personal conversation. Yeah, because that then also makes a difference between the conversations you're then having with people, is where they're getting this, you know, marketing from. You know, because
and that's all it is. That's all it is. Like, if I'm at home watching BET, I get certain ads, maybe with black people.
Yeah.
But if I'm watching ABC, I'll get the same ad for the same product, completely different. So it's the mindset of what you see when you see it and how you see it. So if I'm a warehouse worker, I'm going to the warehouse, I might leave the warehouse, I'm driving my car, all I'm seeing is nighttime, the billboards that are up. Billboards, you know, that's different from somebody that's on their phone or on, you know, on their premium TV channel, seeing that 20-second commercial that they have to watch because they have premium TV. So audiences are different. And sometimes, in your experience, the women, because you know y'all so great, clap for yourself. But no, honestly,
waiting for the shade. Waiting for the shade.
I know, my.
That was not shade at all. That was not shade. But no, honestly, like, you females work in different, you know, spaces than some of these guys do. So therefore, if you go to a guy's house and his socks on the floor when you walk in, you got a little stain on the floor. For him, he ain't married. He's a bachelor. You know, whatever. Ain't nobody had to tell him no different, because before his mother might have told him that. So you coming in with your little stank, you know. So it's just different in that mindset. So some of the apps have to cater for the stain on the floor and the socks, and also y'all coming in stank. Either way.
I have a question for you, Jo'Nathan, because you're marketing, so you're getting the behind the scenes. So what are the stats too? It's like the Asian women are most swiped or something like that. Like, what are it's like, I think it's Asian women are most swiped, right? What is it? It's the breakdown on that.
Where'd you get that stat from?
Where did I get that from?
There was a statistic that was done a while ago that said that.
For men and women, and like Asian men are like
so like, and the least Asian men are least swiped, black women are least swiped, and then it goes from
and there's also colorism within the black women swiping as well.
Yeah. And he's like,
well,
I
that
know
expertise,
nothing.
I don't know, because I have not been a woman that swiped left or right. So maybe we should have like a black woman or somebody woman over here.
There aren't any.
You know.
I'm just asking questions of like, give us the behind the scenes, the business. You know what I mean? You know. But you want to keep your job, so
he's giving you the finger.
Job.
For as many places
but I want you to keep your job. So
for as many places that you have worked,
I don't know.
There aren't. How many places are there that have someone that looks like us in that same?
And I'm glad you asked that. So
good question.
That the demographic for us, whether you're straight, gay, bisexual, lesbian, butch, it's so many terms now. Transmasculine. What's the other one? Two-spirited. Whatever it is.
Two-spirited? I've never heard of that one.
I just found out about that like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, but people of color, we're driving this industry. So even from like a growth of the, because I'm LGBTQ community, bisexual women of color are like that. They're the ones driving all the LGBTQ. So it's people of color, specifically women of color, that are doing this. So that's why I'm glad we're having this conversation. So the questions I ask are because trying to change things and like completely transparent, completely honest. We can talk offline, but
no, we'll stop recording after a while, and I want to talk more to you.
No,
I want to talk more.
Find all of our Instagram handles down at the bottom below, and most importantly,
Yeah.
Watch out for Jo'Nathan Kirkland because he will be a part of a new app pretty soon. And you guys will hopefully if he's in a city near you, which when we're all out of
I will be.
We can actually go to some of his events, which I've been to, who are off the chain. So we'll see if we can do some matchmaking. And he's gonna be one of my maid of honors. So okay.
I don't think it's maid is right, but
Bachelor of honor. Yeah. Can either be the Bachelor of honor?
It's your
right.
It's your Bachelor of honor.
The man of honor.
Room of honor.
I have another name for it. I'm just not saying it on here. But
okay.
Damn it.
Okay.
So cheers. I'm gonna refill my cocktail because I'm drying them out, and
I think we all are.
And tune in next week. We have some other popping shit and some real shit we'll get into, but while having whatever you want to drink.
Okay.
Shut up. All right, I said what I said. We out. Okay. All right. I'm gonna bye.
Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely.